Hello, Leo. Welcome to your weekly reading. This is going to be for the week of the 20th to the 26th of May. So we're going to dive straight into it for you guys. Let's see what's going on for you this week. All right, we have the question, why? Usually that card comes up when we are really kind of diving deeper into the answers of life, whether that is to do, I want to kind of say, whatever the situation is that is clearly taking up a lot of space right now, so whether it's a relationship that you're thinking about a lot, or a person, whether it's your job. For a lot of you though, this white card is about your purpose. So you could be really trying to figure out, like, why am I here? Why is this happening? What does this mean? This lady here is actually reaching for the Akashic Records book, which is why we're talking about your purpose. You're trying to figure something out this week, okay? The Akashic Records, for those who don't know, literally is a book full of all of your soul's, your soul's story. So all the lives you've lived before, the lives you'll live after, and the life you're living now. So it's really about tapping into the answers here of who you are, why you're here, and whatever it is that you're asking about. Clearly you're going to be tapping into those answers. For some of you, the really major thing is about meditating. A lot of answers come through either meditation or when you kind of release the need to know something. But I'm not sensing frustration just yet in your reading, so I feel like you're just curious this week. But let's see for my lovely Leos. Blossoming abundance. Well, we love that. You do already have 2 3s coming up, so some of you could be trying to align yourself to a manifestation. That's the way I see the number 3. I always see it as you, spirit, and the thing you're trying to create, like all being in alignment. So, and that makes sense with blossoming abundance too. It's also the Empress, so you are becoming abundant. A lot of you actually could be kind of unblocking some subconscious beliefs about what you're able to actually achieve in this life, which is interesting. Like, I don't know why I'm sensing, and this could be very just extreme, but what I'm kind of seeing is like trying to step into a timeline or a version of yourself in a different reality almost. Like, I don't know if you're shifting realities. I don't know if you're working on that stuff, meditating on that stuff, like trying to jump timelines. What I'm sensing is, and what that means is that maybe right now you don't feel like what you're able to achieve is abundance, but it's almost like, I don't know what it is. Anyway, let me carry on, and if it carries on coming up, I will explain it a little bit more. I feel like I need more info. I don't know if some of you, if you do already kind of can tell what I'm talking about, then definitely maybe help me explain. Like, you guys can really actually change your career even as well. Like, something about that could be changing. But let's see. For my lovely Leos, please. I'm hearing orange or O. You have isolation coming up, guys. Spending some time in reflection by yourself to really figure things out. The isolation card is also about don't block yourself out. There is a difference between needing time alone and it becoming isolation and isolating yourself a bit too much. The story behind this is that this person has an invitation and to a lovely event, but they're making excuses about why they can't go. They're saying, I don't have a good outfit. Oh, that outfit? No, that's only for special occasions. It's like, come on, you have an outfit, let's go. Some of you actually will I don't know if it's this week or whether this is what they're saying is in your energies, that you actually can benefit greatly when it comes down to your purpose and an abundance by networking, okay? Like communicating with people, like sometimes you just have to show up, Leo, and someone will say something and say, oh, like you do this. Oh, I know someone who does something even like who can help you, and let me just speak to them about it and I'll let them know about you. Like, I don't know what it is, but by making connections or knowing people, it can be very powerful, and I feel like that's something to do with you. But let's get you some more. Whoop. Yo, gratitude. Let me pick that up quickly. Okay, gratitude is about loving the people, the things that we have around us. All right, having really nice people to support you. So there is something coming through to do with the community, whether it's about being grateful for the community that you have already or the one that you're about to create. All right. But there's a lot of people who love you or are about to. And there's definitely people who you probably love and care for as well. I want to get one more of this. You have growth. I love that. Now, this card kind of says, don't be afraid to be who you are. There is something really, I always say this to the Leos. Why does this always come up? There's something so unique about your personality, and it's to do, like, I feel like something about your personality may be different to others, and sure, maybe you get hate for it, or maybe people don't understand it, but it's something that people will remember you by. And I don't know if that's to do with your purpose, or it's something that's trying to help you come out of your shell here. For some reason you're in a shell, Leo, so unlike you, but this growth card is really about people will remember you for your uniqueness. So don't be afraid to stand out, don't be afraid to be yourself. And of course it represents growth happening for you guys this week too. So let me get you some more. We have loads of oracles. I love the oracles lately, so let's get you some of these will be some keywords. Balance, which is interesting because that is also on the bottom of the deck here too, so I will speak about it. This card is saying, like, in order to bring fairness to a situation or to make the right choice, to bring balance to a situation, not everyone is going to be happy with it. You know, balance is not about, oh, okay, everyone is happy. No, some people will disagree with you. But it doesn't mean that you shouldn't bring something into balance or make a fair decision, okay, either for yourself or for others. Now, balance says, I bring a state of perfect harmony into my world, and I do so without judgment. That's an affirmation for you guys this week. And acceptance. We have a lot of like purple energy coming up for you guys. I'm pretty sure that represents your crown chakra, which is great because the Y is about receiving, like, talking to the universe, diving deep into the answers. This is telling me if you open your crown chakra, meditate on it, I don't know, think about the color purple, like visualize it. It's about receiving downloads and communication from spirit. So acceptance says, I'm learning to accept the things that I cannot change. All right, we do have tea leaf tarot here as well. For some of you, it's about, like, of course we can change parts of ourselves when it comes down to what's blocking us from being our true authentic self. But for some of you, you may have had a hard time dealing with who you are, you know, maybe trying to fit in with others or try to be the way that you think everyone thinks you should be. Maybe that's something that's caused a lot of difficulty for you. Now you have Fly, which is a card that says a period of ill health or depression. Maybe that's something you guys have been experiencing. You have a wish will not be granted this week. Involvement with the law. You have news is on its way. These are just random messages for you guys, by the way. Then you have a wish will be granted. A wish is granted. So something may not go the way that you want it to, and that's okay. Something else is going to happen. You have a man, that could be you, someone around you. It could specifically be an enemy because you have hard work ahead and take care, enemies are working against you. The man came up with that as well. So be aware of somebody who might be trying to make your life more difficult, or if it's yourself, maybe you're your own enemy. But let's dive into your reading, my lovely Leos. Let's see an overall energy for you. The Queen of Pentacles. All right, you're building on your stability, you're working on your finances or your career, you're trying to figure it out. The Queen of Pentacles is a woman of luxury. You don't have to be a woman per se, I'm just saying that's what she represents. And we also have the Four of Swords, which is kind of similar to that isolation card. I don't know if you guys have Virgo in your chart, but there is just this little bit of like Virgo energy. I also said about being in your shell before, and it's kind of like hermit vibes. Like I do get a little bit of Virgo energy in your energy. I don't know if you're on a cusp or whatever. Anyway, you've been really taking time out in isolation to focus on what matters the most to you. Pentacles, if it's not about money and stability, it really could be about just your resources, like taking some time to build up your energy again and to tap back into yourself again. Like this is quite good. I feel like this is a really nice energy for you. And if you're not already seeing growth in your finances, and this is definitely a week where you're going to see that. All right, let's get a card for what's happening for this week for Leos. Ooh. Okay, right. We have a mixture of energies here. Okay, beautiful stuff. You do have a mixture because you have the Sun, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Wall. This is incredible, by the way. This really does speak about abundance. This is saying whatever it is that you're working on for yourself, if it's your own business or if it's just self-development or if it's on your finances or whatever. Nine of Pentacles represents reaping what you've sown, okay? Being able to harvest what it is that you've worked really hard for, which I love. The Sun is about joy, it's about happiness, and the Wild card is about new beginnings. Is about a glow up. Even with the Sun in the Wild, for some of you, you are going to get recognized, okay, if that's something that you're wanting and putting yourself out there for. Like, there is something about you, maybe it definitely feels like it's something that you're working towards already. So for those of you who it resonates with, you will know what this is. But you do also have the Five of Cups, the Magician, and the Moon is on the bottom of the deck too. So that's where that balance is coming in. The Magician, okay, so this is right. Hold on a minute. You know the cards we had earlier about a wish not being granted? The Magician and the Five of Cups is almost like maybe something that you're trying to manifest. There's some disappointment within that. So that feels like the wish is not granted, but another wish is being granted. And again, that could be about recognition. That could definitely be about seeing growth when it comes down to what you've worked really hard for. It does feel mainly in your career and financial life, but this is really like a glow up within yourself as well. So whatever it means to you, that's the balance here. That's a balance. Let me see. What's this disappointment about? The Page of Swords. That's so interesting. This is a card of research, of curiosity. So something that maybe you were curious about, or I'm hearing applied for, may not have kind of, gone through. There may have been a disappointment there, rejection of some sort. Page of Swords can sometimes be like a triggered energy. So some of you might be feeling a bit triggered about something this week, but it is here to help you unblock something. So again, that why here is saying, why do I feel so disappointed with this situation? It could also be about somebody around you who could be trying to, maybe some of you might feel a little bit pressured this week. You also have the King of Cups and the Eight of Wands. So for some of you, I do see when you keep your feelings balanced, Leo, there is some really good news along the way. Don't block your own blessings through your feelings. Now, what I mean by that is the King of Cups stays stable. He's very aware of his emotions. He's been there, done that. Now that when an emotion comes up, it doesn't overwhelm him to the sense that he kind of gets a bit lost in those feelings. He's able to understand where they're coming from, why he feels that way. So for a lot of you, there's something to learn here about that. And because you also had the Eight of Wands, that's about things that really kind of blockages are being removed and you're able to move freely now. Don't allow a small disappointment, something that triggers you big. It triggers you big, but it may be just something that might not mean much to the manifestation that you're trying to bring in. Something is disappointing. Look at that. Like, she's crying because her plants have died and the cups have spilt, but she can regrow and rebuild. Okay, but it's triggering something within you. I understand. But the Magician is about understanding that you have what it takes to completely bring something to life, regardless of what disappointments you might be facing. Just stay balanced emotionally. Accept something that, accept things that you can't change. You can't turn back time, unfortunately. Imagine if we could. You can't change this situation. A wish not being granted or something, again, disappointing you, but you can move forward and create something maybe even better. Okay. Let's get one more. Some overall advice for Leos this week. Actually, I want to kind of clarify the Sun and the Wild card. The Two of Cups. Okay. For some of you, this is really good for a relationship. This kind of, maybe for some of you, again, there is something very important about you meeting somebody at this time. It doesn't have to be love related, but it definitely could be, you do have soulmates here. It could be friendships. It could be, again, networking in some sense that actually is going to really help you to stand out, to shine bright. Two of Cups with the Sun and the World. New beginnings definitely are at hand. One where you're going to actually have a lot of good people around you. All right, maybe that's something that some of you might be manifesting, or again, a deepening of a connection with somebody. Like there is something very important about a new beginning and harvesting between you and other people, as well as yourself too. Nine of Pentacles. Queen of Wands, confidence. Again, there is a very big sense about needing to believe in yourself because you're completely capable of bringing things to life. It may take a while for something to harvest, but this week and moving forward, I do see that it will be harvesting. Just have confidence in yourself that things are going to work out. Alrighty, my angels. So that is what I have for you. I'm trying to make these readings a little bit quicker this week so I can get them all done. But anyway, I wish you guys all the best. Make sure you like and subscribe if you like the reading. It helps me out a lot, and I'd love to have you guys here. If you're not already subscribed, it would be great to have you as part of the community. But aside from all that, I wish you guys all the best, and I hope to see you guys next time. All right.